Okay, welcome to another Let's Play brought to you by Podcast 17. Glenn Phillip, we gotta keep moving. This is Gonarch Lair, we're playing Half-Life 1. This is a Gonarch. The Gonarchs are basically also known as Big Mamas. As you can see here, it's very phallic. That is immediately the first joke. So we're gonna get it right out of the way. Also known as the ball sack machine. Basically what it does is it shoots these little white sperm thingies. It's so hard to not compare this to a giant ball sack, but that's basically what it is. It shoots these little white things, which are basically they hurt you when they hit you, sort of like the bull squid's spit mechanic. It also chases after you at high speeds and attacks you in melee combat, and it also creates mini head crabs, which are these little or baby head crabs, which are basically these little white, clear head crabs, like first spawn of head crabs, which suggests that the Gonarch, or the Big Mama, basically creates head crabs. What else is there to say about this? The only reason we call it the Big Mama is because of, again, like usual, the SDK calls it the Big Mama. Let's start attacking it so we can get out of the way. Its armor carapace is impervious to all bullets and all explosions. You really just have to shoot it in the sack. And these little baby head crabs are sort of a pain in the ass. But once you get it down to enough health, it'll hit its scripted sequence and start running down this corridor, breaking some of the tunnels here. As you can see, there's tons of HEV suit scientists just sort of chilling. Okay, so we're going to break here for a second. Oh, let's get out of the way of the falling debris. Let's kill off all the little baby crabs. Talk a little bit more about the Big Mama. Yeah, so basically the baby head crabs produced from the sack of the Gonarch, which is really a good mechanism because the Gonarch can't fit in tight spaces, but the baby head crabs can. There's there's an interesting story. The Gonarch was apparently born very simply. When someone at Valve asked, according to Game Newell, why don't we put a giant testicle on a 20-foot tall armored spider? Therefore, the name may be of the words gonad or monarch. A gonad is another word for the reproductive organs of a mammal, and the male gonad being the testicles. So the monarch part would be refer to the boss status of the creature in the game. So even Valve immediately suggesting that the Big Mama or the Gonarch is extremely phallic. According to Ted Backman, the Gonarch was strongly contested in Valve's office and considered to be too graphic. But Gabe Newell liked it, so he decided to put it in the game. And I guess that's really it. Under trivia on the Combine Over Wiki, it says that it's unknown if any Gonarchs were present on Earth after they were conquered by the Combine, due to the fact that it is unknown how long it takes a head crab to mature into a Gonarch, or if any were teleported during the portal storm. So it'll be interesting to see. Maybe in Episode 3 we'll see the return of the Gonarch, but they definitely didn't put it in Half-Life 2. And that's really about it. So basically you got three stages of head crabs. You got the baby head crab, the normal head crabs, which we see, at least in Half-Life 1, and then you got the Gonarch. And then you have the mutated crabs in Half-Life 2, which are basically fast head crabs or poison head crabs, and you get the fat head crabs. And then, of course, head crabs can take over sentient bodies and turn them into zombies or whatnot, thereby creating variants of themselves that way. Also, in this chapter, you'll see that there are the tentacles. Now, the Gonarch, definitely. I'll talk about the tentacles in a second. At least get him into his next phase of sequence. He's gonna get angry. I like using AR2 against the Gonarch. I find it's one of the more effective bits of destruction. There we go, he's just triggered into his second phase of scripted sequence. He's gonna go and chill out down there for a little bit while we explore this area. The tentacles are considered to be baby versions of the tentacle monster that we saw in when we first saw in Blast Pit. If you get close to them, they will sort of attack you, both you and enemies. So they're actually pretty useful if you're in a big or sort of a small area of enemies and you want to have some help. If you shoot them, they will also attack, but you can't destroy them. So again, some really interesting fauna from Zen. We'll just head down this hole. There's some head crabs in here. We'll deal with them in a second. There we go. Use this health pad. Oh, shit. I hate jump pads. There we go. You'll notice that I picked up sort of a random container, a cylindrical container. Those are just miscellaneous ammo containers. You see them a lot in multiplayer, but what they contain is just basically the scavenged remainings of the HEV suit scientists, which is just a miscellaneous container of items like crossbow bolts, or we got a whole bunch of crossbow bolts on that one, but it could be anything. It could be grenades, it could be rockets, really, I think. Oh, shit. Alright, so here you can see that we have to fight it from above, which means its melee attacks are pretty much useless in the third stage of its boss battle. The biggest downfall here is that it's going to produce a lot of baby head crabs. So we can just push them down into the pit here, thereby fucking our shit up. Oh, here we go. There we go, he's dead. Once he dies, the solar twitches on the ground, blows up into a whole bunch of radioactive goo, and you can concentrate on taking care of the baby head crabs. This is the easiest play. You'll notice that... Is there anyone left? No, there's no more. Oh, there's one right here. They don't really do that much damage. We can sort of study it now. They just really take off your HEV suit. Once your HEV suit is done, they really just take 1 point of damage per hit. So they're really harmless. They're just more of a nuisance than anything else. And they only take 1 hit with a crowbar. So the idea is you just group them all together and do one of these. You eventually get them all. Okay, so we'll just drop down here. Use this health pool. Alright, go through the teleport. Alright, so now we're on, hey, we brought a baby head crab with us. Now we're on the Interloper chapter, which is the 3rd chapter of Zen. And we're going to stop this Let's Play here, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.